Thalius Centaurus, we meet again.
Hey guys, what's poppin'? Welcome back to another Minecraft video, and today we'll be talking about the creation. Some things we'll be going over in this tutorial is significant factors of creation, the most important mark within the creation story, how is God's character seen in creation, why was creation, the 10 commandments, and some other minor details regarding the creation. But before we get into this, I'd like to mention today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by NordVPN. Staying safe online is an ever-growing Nah, I'm kidding. I just added that part as just a filler. Let's actually get into today's video. On the first day, God said,
"Let there be light,"
thus separating the light from the darkness. The first day of creation was important because it helps us tell apart the time of day. He called the light day and the darkness night. On the second day, God said,
"Let there be a midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters."
God then made the space between the firmament and separated the waters. Water was below it and above it. God named that space the sky or heaven. On the third day, God said,
"Let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place, and let dry land appear."
He thus called this dry land earth, and then gathered the waters together, calling it seas. Then God said,
"Let the earth bring forth grass, the herbs that yield seeds, and the fruit trees according to its kind, whose seed is in itself on the earth."
The third day of creation was important because it brought forth the beautiful scenery we have today, and although probably not as beautiful as it was back then, it was created in God's image. On the fourth day, God said,
"Let there be lights in the sky. These lights will separate the days from the nights. They will be used for signs to show when special meetings begin and to show the days and years. They will be in the sky to shine light on earth."
Pretty much he made two large lights, the larger light to govern the day and the lesser light to rule the night. He also made stars on this day and everything else you can see in space. On the fifth day, God said,
"Let the waters abound with an abundance of living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the face of the firmament of the heavens."
thus creating creatures within the depths of the sea and creatures of which ruled the sky. Fifth day of creation is important because on this day he created the first forms of life, allowing these creatures to reproduce and multiply. It's also important because he blesses each animal.
My name's Eddie. Let's get started.
On the sixth day, God brought forth animals and land animals alike. God said,
"Let the earth produce many kinds of living things. Let there be many different kinds of animals, large animals and crawling animals of every kind, and let all the animals produce more animals."
with this day, he made a lot of animals, like cows, chickens, etc. Then God said,
"Now let's make humans who will be like us."
so it was then God created man in his own image.
Hi guys!
He created these beings with two genders, male and female. He also allowed them to rule over the creatures of the earth and only ate of the fruits that were on every tree. As God says, "And it was so, on this day, he saw it was very good, making this the sixth day." Finally, everything was finished. The heavens, the earth, everything was done. And so, on the seventh day, he ended his work and rested on this day. Then God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it. This day is pretty important because it is within the 10 commandments, but we'll talk more about that later on in the video. God's character is seen through us as humans, and through creation, he created all of us out of love and his own image. God's characteristics are graciousness, compassion, forgiving, and has never-ending love and faithfulness. Since us as humans are created in God's image, we are to follow what is righteous of us, the 10 Commandments. The 10 Commandments represent God's character and His righteousness. These sets of commandments are made to tell Christians how to live and originated from the Israelites. So the 10 Commandments are... Oh wait, hang on guys, I'll be right back.
Well, since he's gone, I guess I have to tell you guys the 10 Commandments, like always. Alright, number 1. You shall have no other gods before me. You should fear God, love and trust in God above all things. Number 2. You shall not make false idols. Examples of idols could be statues, rocks, even your freaking beloved iPhone X, I don't even care. Like, an idol is defined as an image or a representation of God used on an object of worship. It could be anything. It could be the brick of drywall you have sitting in the corner over there. It don't matter. Number 3. You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain. You shouldn't curse, swear, use satanic arts, lie, or deceive by his name, but rather call upon it every trouble and give thanks to him. Number 4. Remember the Sabbath to keep it holy, alright? Are all of you remembering that? You better remember it, otherwise you're gonna go to hell. Sabbath is to be kept holy from sunset to sunset, starting Friday through Saturday. You are not to do any work on this day, but to rest and appreciate God's creation. Number 5. Honor thy father and thy mother. This doesn't necessarily have to be your father and mother if you're adopted like me, you know, depending on whether you have one or not. I mean, it could be anyone that raised you. I mean, it could be your great-great-great-grandma. Don't matter. Number 6. You shall not murder. I don't care if someone stole your freaking Fortnite gift card you got for Christmas. You cannot murder the homie over it, even if you want to. Number 7. Shall not commit adultery. Basically, do not do what my ex did. Anyway. Number 8. God's given many gifts in our life, so we shouldn't have the need to steal anything. I mean, this is actually factual information, bro. Like, you know, stop trying to steal my freaking Fortnite gift cards, Uncle Jeff. Number 9. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. Lying is just overall not cool. That's unless you're playing Among Us, but I mean, Among Us is kind of dead, so, you know, there goes lying. Lying's dead now. It just proves your dishonesty towards God, and generally doesn't make life any easier. Trust me, I'd know from experience. Quoting Halen. 10. You shall not covet. I know you want that new iPhone 20 Pro Max with the 12 cameras. I mean, don't we all? I mean, come on, look at it. It is just beautiful. Just barely out of reach. But you're stuck with that Android your dad gave you for your 13th birthday. I feel you there. I really feel you. You really shouldn't feel jealous, because it still functions the exact same way. I know all your friends are telling you to get your broke out of here with your freaking Android, but the same way could be applied with God. God gives you life and sends his angels to protect and will provide the luxury of heaven. All you gotta do is follow the commandments, you know? I mean, it's not that hard. It's only 10. I mean, could have gotten like 52,000. Hey guys, before I leave, make sure to check out my YouTube channel. Link in the description.
Hey, Shoo, get out of here.
I'm leaving.
Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, I was about to go over the 10 Commandments.
I already did that.
I didn't call you. Go back to the basement with the others.
Okay.
As this video comes to a close, let's do a quick recap of some of the things we went over. Starting the 7 days of creation and how we can see God's characteristics through the creation story. You know, I believe the 7th day is an important mark of the creation story because on this day, he created this day called the Sabbath, which was the 4th commandment. Speaking of commandments, we also went over the 10 commandments, where his characteristics are most present. The biggest thing I guess that you can take from this video is to trust in God and always put your faith in God. We were all made in God's image and he loves you for who you are. You don't have to chase something that's so close yet so far. You don't have to put up an image of yourself and pretend to be someone else. And you don't have to feel like you're not special in life, because you are. And God has gifted every single one of us with special gifts and talents. As it says in Romans 12:6, let's just go ahead and be what we were made to be, without enviously or pridefully comparing ourselves with each other or trying to be something we aren't. So as we I'm gonna cut that part. Hold up. I want to thank you all so much for watching this video today. It took a long time. Huge shout out to my friend Cameron, aka Archer, for helping me make this video. Links in the description if you want to check him out. And you know, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been able to finish this actually. So, but I think one of the reasons why I kept continuing this is that I was just really inspired by his work. So huge shout out to Cameron, and you know, that's all.